today I'm going to show you how to do this out of magnolia leaves, paint, water, and glue. Hey y'all, it's Robin again, and today I'm going to a birthday party, and like I always do, wait till the last minute, but I'm gonna make a wreath for her. And even though it didn't cost anything really, there's a lot of love in it, but basically I'm gonna use some stuff from my yard. I'm gonna use 14 large magnolia leaves, and then 15 medium-sized ones, and 10 pine cones. All of this was from my yard, so it's free. So first things I'm gonna do is separate these, because I'm gonna spray paint them first. So I'm gonna put all the inside leaves over here, but we're gonna hydro dip them, and it's one of my favorite things to do because it is so fun and it's easy, and the effect I think is really incredible. So like I said, the first thing I'm going to do, because I want these to be I'm going to go darker on the outside and then lighter on the inside. So anyway, those are my leaves, and then I had this little wire wreath frame. You don't have to have this. You can use cardboard. If you had a cardboard box, you could make a circle and make it this wide, but I had this, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint my leaves. I think I'm going to do this hammered bronze color. You just got to shake it up, and it doesn't take much. And all you have to do is spray paint you don't have to worry about that back side, just the front side. And then I'm just gonna let them dry. By the time I get all these painted, and they don't have to be completely solid. Oh, we got the wind. Got things flying. There was no wind earlier. Well, yeah. So her colors are more neutral, like grays and creams and tans, and she does have a little bit of blues, navies in her art, so figured this will be a safe bet. So when I first started, I measured my leaves. So these are a little medium size. The outside ones are large. It is amazing how they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes off the same tree. So last thing I'm going to spray paint are the what do you call them? The pine cones. I'm going to paint them this oatmeal color. And I don't really have to worry about painting the whole thing because only half of it's going to show. So, but you kind of want to make sure you get down in there. The thing about spray painting, do light coats instead of heavy coats. Even though you think, oh, it's going to be faster. Okay, so now we're going to do the fun part, the hydro dipping. And all it involves hydro for water, and then I'm going to spray paint in the water. You know, oil and water don't mix, so the paint floats on top of the water, and it makes like a really cool swirly, marbly thing. Each one of them is going to be completely different, but they'll be close enough to the same. So this is, I'm going to use a little black and white because it helps ground it. black and white. Shake them both at the same time. So you're just squirting paint into the water. And I'm going to use a different blue. Just to give it another. And I love the gold in it. You can kind of already see how cool that looks. And go back, a little black. Maybe a little more of that blue. A little bit more gold. And I'm going to do it in the white. Okay, so here we go. That got a drop on it, so it doesn't matter. So all you do is take your leaf and dip it in and pull it up. Look at that. And we're gonna let it dry. I could try to get another one in. I will tell you this, once you dip it in the water, you can't re-dip until it's dry again. So like if I wanted to add more gold to this one area, I will come back around when it's dry, but you don't want to, it won't grab, is what I'm saying. That's my point I'm trying to make. Just make sure you're doing all the colors that, I usually do 3 to 4, this one's getting 4. So this one's gonna have a lot more white in it probably. And see how it didn't grab there, but. This is even something little kids can do, help spray paint. My grandson likes to do this, but he gets bored after a few minutes and then decides he wants to do his own thing, so, which is fine. See, I just think that's just so pretty. I mean, it's hand, that's got enough paint in there. I think I can dip another one in there. As long as it looks pretty on the surface, it should be just fine. Don't worry about stuff like that. Look how that, I just love that. I think that's so pretty. That's the cool thing too, that if you don't have enough color on one that you see that's gonna show, the tip's gonna show, so I don't really like that. So I'll come back and I'll just re-dip it. I'm gonna try to get another one out of this. Look at that. I did, except for that one corner. I'm gonna try doing 2 this time. I'm gonna go in, let's see, like this. Oh, I did it. I keep going back and doing the thing I told you not to do, which was try to dip it when it's already wet. But that'll speed up the time. All right, since we're using the same kind of colors on the navy one, we will just still, what I'm gonna do is add the color I used, the oatmeal. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy. Look at that. So, since these outer ones don't look a whole lot different than the inner ones, I'm gonna re-dip these with some more cream. Just cream, that way maybe a little bit of gold, so that there's definitely a difference between the two. And these little cobwebby things, don't worry about them because they actually blend in with them. While that's drying, we're not going to be dipping anything else, so we can move that. But while these are drying, I'm going to hit these one more time. We're going to let all that dry, and then we're going to assemble it together, and then it's done. Okay, it is glue time, and we let them dry, but they're not super dry, but they should be fine. So you can use a glue gun, but I prefer the glue skillet, just because it's a lot easier to dip. So this first round, I'm gonna just weave it in like that if I can. That should work pretty good. You can get these wire wreath frames at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, probably online. Whichever way you start overlapping is the way you need to stay overlapping. Like this goes over, this goes over. So the blue ones are gonna lay right in between the point between these 2 points. So you're gonna wanna bend it kind of right here. Get your glue. Gonna hold it down there for a minute. Same thing as we did with the other one. We're gonna overlap it. Okay, while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and cut these tips off. I have a feeling I might need a third row of leaves because I'm doing these pine cones to finish it off. I need to make sure I have enough. I did. Because they're going to go along this edge, kind of overlapping a little bit. I think we need another row of leaves. Let's go ahead and spray them with that cream color, or maybe white, and then do gold. And that's it, so it won't be so hard. So while that's drying, we're gonna do these leaves. So I'm waiting on that. I'm gonna put some gold paint down. Just gonna rub a little gold on the edges like that. Go against the cones where the little, you can add some more at the end if you want. Okay, so we're going to assemble it and finish it up. Use a stick. I'm using the end of the stick so my fingers won't pull off the paint, since I'm kind of rushing it a little bit. See, I'm not worried about overlapping these as much because I want to make sure that they go between the tips is what I'm shooting for. Okay, the problem is, Kevin, I don't know if I have enough of these pine cones. The only thing I can think to do is put another row of leaves, but do them this way. So that I have, you know, something. So maybe that'll be a way, instead of doing the pine cones, I'll do it like that. Then those blue ones will show up better. You know, because I hid the blue ones kinda. Okay. Ta-da. One birthday wreath for Miss Abby.